What the f is Brawlout? It is the indie platformer fighter game that was released all the way back in 2017 before being fully released in 2018 by Angry Mob Games. My throat! Alrighty, anyway, jokes aside here, we're going to be playing through some of the game modes inside this game, that comprising of the Trials game modes as well as the party game modes. Mainly because I feel like they're the only interesting game modes that are worth talking about inside this game, because if we honestly play any of the other game modes, it's all just boring, mindless fighting. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so here we are, we're playing Brawlout. Again, it's that indie platform fighting game that released all the way back in 2017. Jeez, I never thought I would be using such a statement for that type of year. Like, 2017 feels just like yesterday, man. Time flies by so fast. But anyway, I do actually remember picking up this game during launch week on the Nintendo Switch anyway, back then. And I gotta say, for its time and when I played it, I did have a little bit of fun kind of playing the game. Like, it wasn't that bad, I would say. It definitely was a great placeholder for Smash Brothers, since during that time in 2017 we really did not have any news if there was going to be a Smash Brothers for the Switch. I think near the start of 2018, Smash Brothers Ultimate was dropped and a lot of people just immediately forgot about Brawlout. Like, this game was pretty much, it was just a countdown for when this game was going to continue living, honestly, because we all know that absolutely no one is going to play any other platform fighter if Smash Brothers comes out. Like, let's be honest, the game's just too peak. It's really hard to top it, honestly. And that's kind of the main reason why I kind of want to make this video today, because I generally am curious to see if anyone actually does remember this game. Because if I try and search up a lot of content on YouTube and social media, I hear zero people talk about it. It's almost like the game does not exist in the gaming community. So let me guys know in the comments your experience or your memories, if you have any, for this game, because honestly it's like very current for this game right now. Alrighty, but enough babbling here, let's actually get into the main gameplay of the actual video. We're going to start off with Trials. I know it says there that I actually need to resume Trials. I don't mind that, that was just kind of a little bit of a test run for this recording. But anyway, we're going to freaking do this with our boy Starlight Drifter, and fun fact, I had absolutely no idea before when I played this game who Starlight Drifter was. Seriously, like when I touched this game I was like, who the heck is this character? I deadass thought that this character was like an original character for the game. I didn't know that Starlight Drifter was actually a crossover character from some indie game, I don't know, like called by that name. So that was interesting. But anyway, to kind of like explain what Trials is from what I remember anyway, it's basically kind of like maybe like a Kaizo style freaking arcade mode where you don't really have, you pretty much got to go through a whole entire gauntlet of challenges all the way to the end of the like the end of the board here, trying to get the highest score possible. And of course occasionally you will run into like team battles, clone battles, single battles. There are some bonus game modes you can do inside the ladder here. It kind of feels like your MK ladder, where there's challenges, there's sometimes little boss fights that you have to fight inside of MK that against unplayable characters, and you're rewarded if you actually do succeed inside of them. So that's pretty much how I can explain what Trials is. Occasionally you will be rewarded with perks inside of the freaking mode. I'll probably show you later on if they actually give me some, but those perks can be very broken as heck. I'll show them in a sec, but anyway, thank you, Paco. Seriously, that's the mascot of the game anyway, just a four-armed freaking frog. Weird. Okay, but anyway, here's the first minigame. We got Pinata Smashers, and we're pretty much supposed to just smash these pinatas here while avoiding these weird wrecking balls. Shit. Now, sometimes this can be easy, but for most of the difficulty on these, it entirely depends on the stage, I would say. Like, yeah, it will get harder eventually, but I wouldn't say it gets way hard to where it's impossible. Like, I think they might actually like add in later on a computer player to fight against us. But here we don't really have any lives to really worry about wasting, so we can easily just die here and just respawn to get towards the piñata if we're too lazy to just navigate around it. Remember kids, if you're too lazy to navigate around objects inside a Brawlout, just die and you'll just spawn right dab in the middle and boom. You don't have to worry about platforming. And here we go, we get the perk system, so choose your reward. Let's see, we got an armor boost, take 30% less knockback when you get hit, a damage boost, and we also got a speed boost. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I usually like going for the damage boosts because the boss fights inside this game, it can be very AIDS to actually fight against, and it's not like Cuphead where they're very annoying and you have to kind of have a strategy. Honestly, I don't even think a strategy will even work for these boss fights, really. Like, you just kind of have to YOLO it sometimes, but I usually like going through the damage boost because, you know, they actually do help out with draining the boss's freaking health. And if you have a lot of them, like the ×3 damage boost, it does numbers against the boss, to where you can basically destroy them instantly. Blitz battle. Okay, blitz battles, like, these are kind of like, these are pretty much just team battles, but freaking, I don't know, they have a countdown on it. That's what it seems to be showing anyway. Also, we got Mako here. That's another thing too I should mention about this game. Another reason why people don't really like this game is that most of the characters in this game are just reskins, honestly. Like, if we're being honest, there's only like, I believe, 8 original characters inside this game. No. Like, it's either 8 or like maybe 9 original characters inside this game, and the rest of the characters are all just either reskins or just Echo Fighters with slight changes. They're basically like Smash Brothers, right? Where they have Echo Fighters. Like a small majority of the roster is just Echo Fighters, except in this game, a huge majority of the roster is Echo Fighters, so that's the reason why people are not a big fan of the roster. It's kind of a bit disappointing. Anyway, we got Cake Crush here. It's pretty simple, we just crush these little cupcakes while avoiding these bombs. Look at these bombs, they have all these like freaking pumpkin faces on them. That's another thing too, like, these game modes for the most part, like, I know it's like very easy to like do all these bonus challenges. Believe me when I say it will get a little bit more challenging later on, because, my goodness, this game just likes to toss a lot of bullshit at the player. Like, they want to make sure that you do not get through this with ease, but... Okay, what should I go for next? I should probably go for a secret move. Probably gonna save that for the next boss, though. Like, we're coming up against the boss soon, so we gotta do this. Okay, well, now since we're not really, you know, we're in a very comfortable position where we could talk, I would say I'm going to take this time to kind of like explain the game's mechanics. So the kind of main mechanic with this game is that red bar that's kind of underneath your percentage. It's called the rage system, and the rage system is pretty much like your broken comeback mechanic. Once you have a full bar of rage, you can pop it like how she did it, and it gives you a freaking 2x knockback boost. So pretty much almost any attack can like knock you back insanely far. Holy shit, I almost died there. Like, it knocks you back insanely far to where you basically can just die instantly. It's almost like freaking a platform fighter's version, like a platform fighter's equivalent of X Factor from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's ridiculous as hell. To further explain about what this system is that once you build it halfway, you can also use it to kind of like do cancels, right? You push both the freaking dodge buttons, you can perform a cancel with the attack, and that allows you to pretty much like cancel your moves, so you can like cancel into a combo or something, or if you're getting launched very far, you can use it to like cancel your momentum, kind of like what he did there as well. Although, goodness sakes. Die! Goodness sakes. That's the problem with some of these stages, like the blast zone for these stages are like very high, so you sometimes gotta spend a while, it's gonna be a while before you actually kill the opponent. And it just gets really annoying when that happens, because it's like, I just want the opponent to die, man. Okay, he's dead. Never mind, he's not dead. He saw that, he did exactly what I was talking about there, that freaking cancel. Like, that shit, it's basically if you were, if Smash Bros. Ever implemented that system, man, like where you could cancel attacks and get a second up B, that would be ace to deal with, imagine that. And also, I should probably mention this too, since most people don't really mention this in their Brawlout playthroughs, but using special attacks also drains your meter slightly, and by using the meter here for your special attacks, like, it kind of enhances it. It's almost like using an EX move inside of a fighting game, so you kind of gotta strategize between using your special attacks to go on the offensive with the risk of, you know, losing your rage meter. And I mean, you definitely don't want to lose your rage meter. You could probably, you never know if you might ever be in a situation if you might need to use it, so that's good to keep in mind. Okay, you know what, just for the lulz, we're gonna pop it. Die! Oh shit. Like, bro went flying. He freaking was just like Team Rocket and just went blasting off again. Like, he's not coming back down at all. Okay, so we got the mystery crates here, and we just gotta find coins inside of these boxes. Of course, sometimes when you hit the boxes, there'll be bombs inside of it, and that's gonna be annoying. I forgot how they're gonna make this harder later on. I think they might just like add in an AI to chase after you, if I remember correctly. Like, that's what they kind of do for some of these. They just have an AI like character just chase after you to make it harder. I guess they probably failed high school or something. They were just like, I couldn't handle the pressure, man. Like, my friends were telling me to drop out, like, freaking forget getting a diploma. I'm just gonna ditch like high school entirely. I don't have any future plans for college. I'm just gonna give into peer pressure. Okay, so we got the first boss battle here against pretty much a gigantic Paco. I think I'm probably gonna only use like the rage boost for this boss fight, and what the heck? That's an entirely different costume than what they advertised inside like the little thumbnail there for him. And these boss fights are kind of a bit easy. Like, that's basically all this game's bosses. They're just gigantic versions of already playable characters. The only difference is that they're strong as hell and got knockback, and sometimes, occasionally, they have moves that are exclusive specifically to this boss battle, like summoning freaking meteorites, like he's fucking Gill from Street Fighter 3. Like, goodness sakes. But this boss isn't too bad. Of course, I'm probably struggling on it right now because, you know, it's me we're talking about. But you guys shouldn't have a... Oh shit! I almost got freaking murdered there. Frick. But yeah, this boss is like... This boss, for the most part, it's very cheesable. Like, I wouldn't say that this Paco fight is very difficult, honestly. The other fights, on the other hand, like freaking Olaf Tyson, and I forgot what the other guy was, that Blanca guy. Those dudes are like very hard to deal with. Like, they're freaking AIDS as heck to deal with. It took me a while just to beat the freaking Blanca guy the first time I played it. And I was happy as hell when I freaking beat it. Like, I thought this mess was impossible. Thankfully it isn't. But yeah, like, that's pretty much how this game is. The main complaint that people also have with this game's like freaking design, like my main complaint anyway for the gameplay, is the fact that this is one of the first platform fighters that kind of do this weird dumb, that kind of start this weird dumb trend inside the game design of these, where for some reason the developers like removing a lot of mechanics inside Smash Brothers that people actually liked. Like, for one, you can't block inside this game, you can only freaking dodge. Like, seriously, you can't block. So that means that a lot of attacks that are very easy to dodge and like it's gonna be very easy to deal with because you can't block them. Like, some characters roll into you, have a lot of like active frames on their attack to where you can't even like just dodge it. You have to straight up like maneuver yourself way more than you have to when you can just simply block it, which honestly gets on my nerves, really. Like, seriously, I hate it when developers remove block buttons inside of fighting games. Their blocking is in there for a reason. It's to deal with attacks that you can't dodge. Removing it is supposed to make the game fast, I know, but seriously, I hate that shit. Anyway, we got freaking Juan from Guacamelee. Jeez Louise, it's been a while since I heard that game. I was thinking about playing it back then, but I never got around to playing it. I only saw like certain YouTubers play that game. It looked fun, you know, representing Hispanic culture, especially luchadors. I like luchadors, man. They're cool as hell. And then you got your boys Yuka and Lele. Again, another game that I actually wanted to play some time ago, but never got around to playing it. Like, this is supposed to be the somewhat spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, right? If that's the case, I'm gonna definitely play it one day. But in my opinion, Yuka and Lele, this is just my opinion anyway, like, obviously the pros may have different opinions, but they're pretty OP as heck, honestly. Like, anyone that pretty much, whenever I fought against the AI or anyone online that freaking picked ukulele, I had a hard-ass time freaking beating them. In my opinion, they're like the Bayonetta of this game, where they could just combo you to death, essentially. And they have a lot of annoying attacks that are like hard as hell to dodge. I believe they have like what's equivalent to a Sonic spin dash inside of Smash Brothers. And we all know how we all feel about the spin dash inside Smash, man. Like, the spin dash, that shit's annoying as hell. And I just killed myself there. Let's not talk about that. It's kind of weird. Like, she just trapped me inside like some weird quicksand bullshit. I don't know what that was supposed to accomplish there. Like, she held me in place, but didn't even get anything. Shit, I forgot that also breaks. And yeah, you see what I mean? This is like kind of what I mean when I say like this game has just a lot of character variants. Like, yeah, some of the variants are somewhat unique, but most of them are just literally pre-existing models. They're literally just reskins for already established characters, and it's like, what a waste, man. You know how cool it would have been to have like a whole unique roster of indie fighters? That would have been badass. I guess that's the reason why Rivals of Ether exists, huh? It's what this game wanted to be. Anyway, we got freaking chasing the this gremlin here, and we gotta pretty much essentially beat the absolute living fuck out of it to just rob him of these freaking weird gems, because like Knuckles, we are the protectors of the emeralds and gems, baby. And for the most part, it can be easy. And I say keyword can, because sometimes this guy, you know, he kind of gets a little bit slick sometimes. Like look right here. Goodness sakes. He's trying to give me the freaking maneuvers. There we go. That should be the end, right? Those are 2 gems. Yep. Pretty easy. Ooh, okay, and we got Dead Cells here. And also, this is a versus battle where we have to pretty much fight against all the characters now at the same time. Before, we were kind of finding them kind of like one-on-one each before they come in. You know, King of Fighters style. You have teams of 3, but each round the next person comes in after the first character dies, but this time we're fighting with all the characters on the screen. No time limit or anything. And I actually did pretty well, honestly. I mean, of course I did well now. It's easier now because most of the other 2 characters are going to be at 50%, but later on we're going to have to fight against all of them at 0%, and trust me when I say, like, since this game does not have a block button or grab button at all, forgot to mention that, it has no grab button either. Fighting against multiple characters at once at the same time becomes like fucking AIDS as shit. Like, I don't know what the devs were thinking or how they expected you to handle it, but screw you. You guys were just trolling. You guys are like the biggest trolls on the internet, honestly. Oh, okay, so here we go with what I meant, like, yeah, so they really do just add in an AI to make this a little bit more harder. They really do believe in peer pressure. Now here's what I like to do really whenever I like freaking go up on this. I like hitting the bombs because apparently the bombs, they do actually hurt the AI as well. Look at this shit. Like, what the fuck? Why does the bombs freaking like go off against the freaking AI? Like, this is some straight up Looney Tunes shit, where the bad guys set up the contraption to get the main hero inside of the freaking Looney Tunes show, and then their traps just go off on them. Like, what kind of freaking Looney Tune ass shit is that? Seriously though, it's like kind of a little bit disappointing to see like what the final product of this game ended up becoming. Like, I remember watching the alphas for the game and kind of being a little bit hyped. Like, we're getting finally a Smash Bros. Game for PC. And, you know, Nintendo Switch and all the other consoles. It's not just going to be only on Nintendo. All players can play it, but it has no crossplay. You know, it has basically almost no life inside of it. All the stages are kind of like very mute, honestly. There's nothing interesting happening in the backgrounds. There's honestly nothing really that much interesting about the foregrounds. The characters don't really... Like, some characters do have voices like Yuka and Laylee and freaking Juan from Guacamelee whenever he attacks the enemy, but for the most part, most of the characters are just dead silent, man. And it just feels very off looking at it. Like, the presentation is very much on the weak side. I would have liked a much stronger presentation. This game, that would have probably helped the game, like, last a little bit longer. reach a wider audience. Alrighty, so you guys can essentially just see right now, like, you see like 2 monkeys here. That's probably gonna get taken out of context, but we have 2 freaking like monkey dudes here, and yeah, they literally, quite literally fight the same, honestly. Like, there's hardly any difference, and I'm getting comboed here like a madman. Shit. And also, just for the record here, guys, I'm not necessarily just using Drifter because he's like my main or anything, right? I don't really use him that much when I play the game. I do like to use him though because, you know, he makes playing this game mode a lot more easier, because I honestly believe that if you play this game mode with other characters, like, it is fucking tough as hell. Like, I tried freaking clearing this game mode as Paco one time, and while I did manage to get pretty far, I would say, I did kinda get over to Olaf Tyson. It did not last long, man. And speaking of which, that boss is coming up. This is pretty much the boss that is kind of the wall of the challenge, I would say. And it's the main reason why I had a hard time back then just freaking trying to complete this goddamn challenge tower. So I am not ready for that. He's kind of one of the main reasons why I've been saving up all my perks, so that way I can use the absolute crud out of like the damage boost and secret moves, because the secret moves, man, they take off a huge chunk from the boss's health, so it's kind of a good thing. Okay, let's see, I already have a damage boost, so let's go with a rage boost. It's always good to get a rage boost and a damage boost, because it does stack onto each other and increase the damage. But anyway, here we go with freaking Olaf Tyson. You guys are gonna see how AIDS he is. We're probably just gonna have to just use, like, yeah, let's just use most of our perks, because I really do not like this boss, man. This boss is AIDS. You're gonna see why in a second. You see? So every single time you, like, complete a phase of the boss, you, like, take off a quarter from his health. You have the freaking penguin, like, I believe that's Olaf, right? He freaking gets off of his back, and you have to pop all of his balloons, because if you don't do that, freaking Olaf, I mean not Olaf, I'm kicking the 2 mixed up, but big blue guy here, he becomes invincible, and he is annoying as hell to deal with because he keeps spawning these goddamn icicles. I freaking hate them. And also, excuse me, 0% and I almost died there? Get out of here. That's not even the hard part yet. You see, we actually end up killing him here, somehow, but you see, he turns into little mini versions of himself, and despite what you might think, this is actually very annoying, cause look at this shit! Get the fuck off me! Shit! Like, that's kind of the main annoying thing about these guys, they like freaking do wombo combos and shit on you. You basically can't do shit against them. You need a multi-hitting attack, dude, like a group attack. Fuck! Look at these bastards, man, like, oh my god! Stop! That's another thing too I should mention, like, if you're wondering why I'm getting a little bit heated, you only have one attempt to actually beat the entire, like, trial mode. Like, again, if you die and you lose all your lives, it's game over. You have to do all of it over again, and it's fucking annoying whenever you freaking die, and you have to do all of that over again. Like, seriously. Like, go eat a dick. Whoever's idea was it to make it for you to sit through, like, I don't know, 24 minutes of gameplay or so. Maybe half an hour of gameplay. Trying to do this shit? Screw you, honestly. Alrighty guys, future Mr. Boomer here, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to be the bearer of bad news. During this part of our first attempt throughout the trials, I somehow, and I mean somehow, managed to unplug something from my computer that ended up ruining the game audio inside the game, and it never ended up fixing itself throughout the remainder of this entire first attempt here. And since I didn't want to leave you guys in the dark just only hearing my commentary and not being able to hear any of the gameplay that's happening on the screen here, unfortunately I had to make the decision to cut out the rest of the first attempt. Believe me, I know what you're probably thinking right now. Mr. Boomer, you're a fucking idiot. How'd you manage to unplug and mess up the freaking audio inside the game? I honestly have no idea how, man. Like, I was shocked too when I went through re-editing this and I found out that had happened. Like, it just came as a shock to me. And it sucks that I kinda have to do this because, again, there were some funny moments throughout the rest of this first attempt here that I did want to share with you guys, but unfortunately I don't feel like it's gonna hit the same really if I just leave the recording just like that. And I want to make sure that the video remains consistent all the way through to not come off as like a lazy content creator. So in order to make it up to you guys, at the very least, I can tell you what happened throughout the rest of the run here. we ended up getting towards the final boss at the very least before, you know, dying miserably and then getting absolutely frustrated at the fact that we had to restart the entire challenge tower again. So we immediately just carried on and went immediately into the second attempt, which unfortunately I did not get a chance to record the end results of that, so all I can really tell you though is that we did way worse inside that second attempt than we did in the first attempt, which made me even more frustrated. So now we're going to be going on here into the third attempt using Juan from Guacamelee. So if you guys are now curious as to why I do sound a little bit more moody inside this third attempt here, well, you now know why. So enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, so yeah, we ended up failing the second time again, so you know what? You wanna know something I just realized, guys? When I actually started playing through the game again, I remember that freaking Juan from Guacamelee, you know? He's kinda got a little bit of brokenness towards him. We're gonna go with freaking Pinata Juan here, and of course we're gonna try and see if we can use any of our cosmetics. We're gonna use the poop one here. Lucky hat, because, you know, that's what I'm starting to feel about this game right now, right? It's kinda shit! Okay, but on a serious note though, like, we are kind of losing the battle here, and it's not even because I would say the game's that hard, it's just it's very annoying. You know, typical game shenanigans. We sometimes like to say it's freaking hard to just freaking cope with the fact that it is kind of annoying. But yeah, goodness sakes. There we go. Oh yeah, see, now Juan, he has a lot of kill power behind his moves, so just maybe we could probably get back to the boss a lot more faster, and I do have a bit more of a strategy with him that I do with Drifter, I would say, for how we're gonna do with freaking, you know, team battles and stuff. Cause I freaking hate the team battles, man. They're honestly like the main reason what's holding us back from this run. Those freaking team battles. Goodness sakes. Like, I've been trying for about, like, I don't know, an hour now to freaking beat this shit. I'm honestly, like, mentally exhausted trying to freaking do this shit. It is bullshit. What the game kind of expects you to do here to kind of beat these things. Like, seriously. I could see why, like, when this challenge star came out, not a lot of people freaking beat it at first, because holy shit, man, how in the world can you beat this your first try? Like, the AI is just too much, man. It's just too much, honestly. Are you serious, man? Like, come on! That is ridiculous! I just got outplayed there, man. Oh my goodness, like, I was waiting for him to, like, come towards me so I could, like, punch him off to the side, but fuck, like, it's like the second you try and do anything against the AI, they literally know exactly what you're gonna do. It's like, shit. Fucking bird. So I understand now how the whole tier system works for the perks. If you finish it in like a very like quick time, apparently you get like a higher rated perk, so that's probably what I'm gonna focus on doing from now on. But anyway, my strategy for team battles is to just spam this move, because again, like, they can't really jump that high to get me, so I'm gonna spam this move, honestly, just to clear them out. I know it's cheap, I know it's kind of boring, but it's like, what the hell do you want me to do? It's like, if I commit to any attack, the AI is gonna freaking read that shit and I die. The game has pretty much constrained you to rely on cheesing the game in order to beat the AI. Alrighty, so Mako here. We'll just use one of the damage boosts because there's honestly no reason to use the other stuff. I think this should be enough to freaking handle him. Come on, die. No! Thank you, Meteor. Holy shit. Thank you, Meteor, that freaking just attacked me back there and freaking stopped me from falling or dying. Like, holy shit. If I did... Oh... That is the one time that the game was actually on my side there. The other times, the game's gonna be bullshit. Watch. Like, I don't understand why the AI does that sometimes. Like, when they get all the way close to the blast zone like that, they just choose not to recover and just fall. Like they just fell out of a jet or something. Like, what's going on with that? They're smart as hell to fight against, but when they're freaking recovering like that, it's like they return to like Patrick Star levels of stupid. It makes no sense. Okay. Well, Gremlin Man's right here, so gotta freaking just kick his ass. Holy shit, I'm like predicting his moves. That's kind of badass there. Okay, I think that should be all like the freaking stars I need, right? Or I need one more. I think I need one more. Okay, Quan, come on. You're doing good so far. Don't mess this up for me, bro. Shit. Like, I thought it was gonna give me some, like, bad luck fucking curse or something. Again, if I just freaking use that, his aerial down special move on the team battles, like, it does become a lot more easier to do it. Like, again, I know it's freaking boring as shit to freaking do and stuff. Like, it's boring as hell to me, but it's like, it's the only way to freaking beat the fucking team battles legitimately. And not have to suffer through any of the bullshit. Like, I don't know what the devs were thinking with that one. Seriously. Again. Should have added a block button, man. Okay, and now it's time for another game of freaking Looney Tunes battle here. Where we have to fucking, outrun the AI that chases us into these bombs here. So we mess up. Look at that shit. That's freaking funny. I don't know if the devs intentionally left that there as, like, to be funny or something, but thank you, honestly. Like, that helps out a lot. I'm gonna say, I guess you could have it to where the AI opponent, like, it's a race against the AI opponent against who gets the coins first. So that way there's more incentive to, like, not let them, like, run and break the crates, because that's honestly just kind of a bit fucked, honestly. You could use the bombs against them and shit. Like, goodness sakes, sometimes you have to hit them down 3 times before they go down. They were just like, I don't remember it being like that before in this game. Like, usually when you spike the enemy, they're fucking done. Now it's like, if you spike the enemy, you gotta spike them 3 times in a row before they die. Like, shit, what's the point of spiking the enemy at that point then? It's like, they're not gonna die. You're wasting your time, honestly. So far, man, would I say that this game does have, like, potential? Like, did it have potential? Honestly, maybe it could have had potential to become like a big, like one of the big platform fighters, but just looking at the main game, I can see why it kind of like fizzled out, like hard. I don't even know if it had like a super massive following, honestly, like some of the other platform fighters, but I guess there was kind of like a bit of potential there. Just in my opinion, adding a block button, adding more game modes, and boom, the game could have been very solid. But shit, man, like, holy fuck. They honestly, this is just literally a problem with platform fighters in general. Like, whenever there's upcoming ones, they always keep like trying to force the game to kind of be this competitive Melee clone. Like, the reason why Smash Melee is popular in the first place is because the game is already a game that's appealing towards casuals that just happens to have a competitive audience. So, of course, a lot of the freaking people who play the game, like, that game has a massive following, because, like, you know, the game's already a game designed for casuals. It's just the pro players who were casuals at first freaking found all the freaking broken shit with the game and made it competitive. I feel like if platform fighters want to succeed, man, and not, like, become, like, these failures and just watch Smash Bros. Succeed while they fail, they gotta honestly just make the games, like, appeal more to casuals, because the pro player base, yeah, well, it is cool to appeal towards them sometimes, it's not gonna really help out with freaking keeping the game alive, honestly. We can just design the game with, like, a lot more modes in mind, too. I know I'm saying that, like, to be a bit disingenuous since this is an indie game, and obviously I'm comparing an indie game to, like, a big budget game like Smash Bros. And stuff, but it's the truth, man. It's really hard to top what's already, like, the golden standard for a game. If you're gonna freaking top it, like, you gotta really commit to what Smash has already done, but make it better. Okay, there we go, Olaf Tyson instead. We did that pretty easily. We didn't even lose a single stock, actually, so that's a relief, but I don't know how far we're gonna go before we lose a stock. So far, Juan has kind of been carrying us, but this is kind of the part where the game starts getting horrendously stupid. I don't even know if my cheese tactics are gonna work. Yeah, you see, like, there we go, he's, like, reading my movements now, so the AI is on the annoying side now. Seriously. Like, you're not fun to fight against anymore. Just die. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Just freaking die, man. Shit. Sometimes I feel like the game's just playing with me, honestly. Like, I want these motherfuckers to die, but it just takes a while to kill them. It's ironic too, because this game's supposed to be fast-paced, but it has a lot of mechanics that just make the battles feel very long, honestly. Like, goodness sakes. Look at that, that was fast. One spike from him kills him, but I had to do like 3 spikes. Watch this, I'm probably gonna do like 3 spikes in order to kill Ukulele here. How much you wanna bet? Nope. Okay, 1 spike for him, alright, good. Okay, then he just gave up. I thought... I was expecting him to kind of recover there, but... Nah, he was not gonna do it. Alrighty, and it's time for another game of... Yeah, you already get the point by this point. We pretty much just run around Looney Tunes style, leading them to the bombs. I just like calling it that, honestly, because that's literally all it reminds me of. Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry as well, I guess. Like, all the freaking classic 60s, freaking 1940s cartoons, honestly. Back when cartoons were kind of just very simple. They didn't really have plot lines and all this stuff they gotta follow now. I mean, there's still some good cartoons out there, I would say. It's just, it's hard to find some now since most of them have kind of been watered down, I would say, and become too cartoonish for their own good. SpongeBob is one of them, and god damn it, dude. That's the one thing I hate too, when I kill myself, because then it just makes me freaking lose my mojo. You better die. There we go. Freaking stop AIing me. No. No! I said no, bro. You can't come up here, alright? You see, I have a freaking boss to beat, and I'm already pissed the fuck off. Having to do this whole entire shit again, man. It's bullshit. They should really add in like a checkpoint or something, or at least some type of way to earn your lives back. That would have been awesome, honestly. I don't know why they didn't add a way to get your lives back. And by the way, guys, as I mentioned before, like, again, we're only going to be like playing through like trial mode and pretty much just the party mode, because those are the only game modes, in my opinion, in this game that are at least interesting to kind of talk about. If we're talking about online and arcade mode, they're not worth it. Online, for the most part in this game, is just it's very much on the dead side, I would say. There's still some people who still play this game online, but you know what I mean? You're gonna have to sit there for hours and hours waiting for a room to open. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. Like, it's just not worth sitting there for hours getting a game, and then the connection's just very bad, honestly. Like, respect to anyone who freaking still tries to keep the game alive. Like, I do respect people who try and like bring in a community to a game that doesn't really have a very strong one, but honestly, it's just not worth it in my eyes. And as for arcade mode, like, that one's even more aged than this, I would say, at least on hard difficulty, because on hard difficulty, man, you have to, you know, we'll just use a freaking armor boost here since you already have a better run. But on arcade mode, man, yeah, it's pretty much just this, honestly. Like, you have to fight all 3 of the opponents in that arcade run, and it's just freaking annoying as hell. At least in the arcade mode, though, they do give you the option to at least continue if you die, so you don't have to restart the entire ladder again. Here, though, like, once you die, it's pretty much just over, man. And also, another thing, too, about the arcade mode is, like, it's not even worth really just, like, playing through the arcade mode to get all the different endings or anything, because most of the characters, and yes, I'm referring to the variants, anyway, of the characters, they all have, like, the same ending, so it's like, what the hell is the point of freaking playing through the arcade mode for most of the characters if the ending's gonna be the same? There's not even a final boss for the arcade mode, it's just, like, 3 opponents at the end, I believe. Like, you could definitely tell that, I don't think there was a lot of budget really put into this game. That, or if there was a lot of budget, it was not spent well on the design choices. Not having a final boss in the arcade mode, like, that's kind of a deal breaker for me, man. Imagine this game releasing like an actual arcade, like, What if the kid's just like, Mommy, where's the final boss? Why do we gotta fight 3 of the same opponents, Mommy? Like, I feel bad for any kid who will probably have to go through that. Worst childhood. Every game needs a final boss, man. You can't have a game that does not have it. That's just not a game at that point. We got through that mini game here. Let's see. We're gonna go with a guru. I don't think it really matters that much. I guess we'll just go for a speed boost, so that way we can use all of our power or all of our perks here, since we are on the final battle. And we got 5 stocks with Juan here, so hopefully we should be able to actually beat the fight now. I am not looking forward to it, because again, bullshit always happens inside this game. Look at that shit, like making this hitbox like fucking big for no reason, just to piss off the players. Shit, man. Okay, he's changing up his attack pattern. Look at that shit. Okay, here's the freaking phase that's kind of a bit hard here. Like, you see this shit? He's just floating up in the air, and there's a thundercloud there that's just killing the fuck out of me. What the fuck? What the hell was that shit? Fucking bullshit. Like, it's this phase right here. Thank goodness, man. Finally. Fuck this goddamn game mode. Fuck this goddamn game mode. Oh my goodness, and even after beating it, we're not even on the top of the leaderboard here. We got, like, Lane Weird and freaking Sea Thunder Rippa. What the hell are these usernames? Like, come on with better usernames, guys, but screw that fucking game mode there, man. Ah, it's freaking AIDS, but that phase there was the phase that I was talking about, where it's just AIDS. You saw that, right? He spawned a literal thunderstorm on me, and it instantly killed me. What kind of bullshit is that, man? What the fuck? Okay, well, now that we have finished the trial game mode, well, I guess we're gonna end off here by playing the freaking party mode, because, again, as I said, it's pretty much the only other game mode that I feel like is worth talking about in this game, since this game is kind of pretty dry on content, honestly. There's not really that many good single-player modes that you can really do, other than just, fucking around with the AI and stuff, but it is what it is. I guess what we're gonna use for the party mode here is just ukulele. But of course here, let me actually make sure that, yeah, okay, all the game modes are on, and I guess we'll just go to 5 rounds. Why the fuck not? But pretty much this game mode is just like, I guess, a Mario Party type mode where you just pick a random stage and just a whole bunch of mini games happen. It's kind of cool, but let's just see how it goes, honestly. You know what? Let's go to the Fire Temple. That's a cool stage. Anyway, we got Plague. A terrible acid has affected the player, and in this mode, right? Like, oh shit, here it is. Like, I got the plague, guys. Uh-oh. Like, you get infected by that, it just racks up your damage and shit. Okay. The Birdman has the freaking plague now, so I gotta avoid getting touched by him. I like how it just freaking starts out as like a green, like, pussy ball. It's like Satan just let out a... It's like God just let out a fucking fart, and that fart is a fucking disease. I imagine that's how it worked. Okay. Yeah. We won that game mode. I forgot how it works exactly. I think, like... Oh, it's just whoever gets the most kills during it. Okay. That's how it is. And then we got the golden belt. I think this is pretty much just like a crown minigame. Is it like the crown minigame? Oh yeah, whoever freaking stands through the golden belt and like gets it, like, you pretty much win the game. Leave me out loud! I probably should have, like, increased the AI, honestly. I don't know if they're freaking, strong as hell. They seem pretty strong as hell, because they're, like, getting all up on me. Oh, shit. Yeah, never mind. But I guess this freaking game mode is probably one of the, like, actual good game modes of Brawlout. It's something different, you know? And honestly, it's a fun little game mode that you can just play to dick around with your friends, honestly, so that's at least worth it. Fucking bitch. I don't believe that there was actually like a very party game mode like in Smash Brothers, aside from the forgotten game mode, Grab the Coins. Does anyone remember Grab the Coins from Smash Brothers? Or do we only play Stock and Time Battle, honestly? I feel like that's how we devolved now to freaking Smash. People remember only remember Smash for Stock Battles now. It's sad. Sakes, okay, so I still have like the most energy on my belt there, if you see down there, so I can just really just hold out here Shit, goodness sakes though. I can't even see who has the boat now. Really? Oh, he has the boat. Okay, I have the boat, and this should be it. I'm just gonna fly off, honestly. Fly off in the distance. That was kind of fun. Okay, we got Bomber Blast. I'm assuming that just means that there's gonna start tossing bombs on the stages, and I am correct. What the hell is going on here? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so whoever has to whoever's the last one standing pretty much wins. That's how it works. Where am I? I cannot see. Me cannot see at all. Seriously, what's going on here? I cannot see what's going on. Holy shit. Okay. Oh shit. No! God damn it. I got freaking blown up. Oh shit, dude. I lost track of my character. I couldn't see where I was. Damn it. Okay, Coin Mania. So, well, if anyone forgot, remembers what grab the coins was in Smash Bros, like I mentioned earlier, then yeah, this is essentially that game mode. We just grab the coins. Whoever has the most coins wins. Grab the coins is so underrated, bro. Why does no one play it? Why does everyone only care about stock battles? Play more game modes aside the games, goddammit. Don't forget about what made the games popular. Okay, I got a lot of shekels right now, so we're doing good. I don't think you can lose money, can you? Okay, well, that about confirms it. That Birdman, he just freaking slapped the fucking shit out of me, and I just lost $5, so... Okay, I just freaking suicide bombed there like a dumbass, but it really doesn't matter. Like, goodness sakes, they're just all prioritizing kicking beating the shit out of each other that they're not even focusing on grabbing any of the coins. Everyone starts at 300%. Oh shit. Oh shit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna freaking spam the roll. Dude, like, these game moves are just freaking crazy, man. Like, I guess I'll give the game points for being a bit creative with them. Like, they do feel unique enough to where it feels like its own thing, you know? Like, I don't know if there's another party, like, arena fighter, like, not arena fighter, another platform fighter like this game that has a party game mode. All the other ones seem to just be very prioritized on just being this melee wannabe, that they don't really do that, so I guess that's one unique point for the game, so there's your thumbs up, devs. You did a good job with this game mode. I'm glad you added it. Who won? Oh. Yeah, I did. I had 15 points there. That should be the end, right? That's all 5 game modes, and of course I won. That's pretty much, yeah, the party game mode. Just all 5 of those modes. There's only 5 of these game modes here, so that's a little bit disappointing. It would have been honestly more cool if you could add in more game modes, but I guess they probably just didn't have enough time to add in more, and I understand that coding all this stuff is probably not easy, but still would have been cool though. You know what, since that was a little bit too short, I feel like I'm probably just gonna do one more here, like one more round of party mode, so that way we can at least get enough to satisfy the video. We're gonna go with Dead Souls here, and we're just gonna freaking have a head full of pistachio ice cream. But I might get a lot of controversy from this, but I honestly do not like pistachio ice cream, honestly. Like, I tried pistachio before. It was inside of, like, elementary school. It was not even from, like, the flavor was not even that good, honestly. It was inside of, like, a freaking class, right? We were watching a movie, and some girl was handing out some freaking ice cream cookies, and one of the ice cream cookies that I had was, like, pistachio flavored, right? I tried that shit, like, it tasted ass. It's not even like I wanted it anyway, like, right? Like, I wanted a cookie from her, don't get me wrong, because they were busty, but I asked for the strawberry one, but she took it as if I wanted the pistachio one, and she gave me that instead, and that tasted ass, dude. The second I freaking ate that shit, I tried to hold it in to not be, like, rude to her, because I didn't want to freaking, like, act like, oh, it's ass, and, like, it made me throw up and shit. But oh my goodness, man, that pistachio just does not taste good in my opinion. That shit tastes very stingy. It's got a stingy ass taste towards it. If you like pistachio, man, like, good on you, man. But me personally, bro, I'm sticking with the I'm sticking with the big 3 flavors. I'm not even gonna waste my time with that flavor. I can understand why that kid in SpongeBob was freaking tweaking when he stabbed freaking bottom that pistachio, if you remember. But I don't want like pistachio. Then why did you ask for it? Okay, but we're playing as Dead Souls here anyway. Again, he's not necessarily my good character, I would say. Like, I don't really play as him that much, but I'm just playing as him casually here, because for all the indie games, like, that's another indie game I should probably try playing. Like, there's a lot of games I can honestly try playing, honestly. I like where the future of this channel is probably going. Again, like, since this is on a more chaotic stage that's not just generic and boring, like, it's a lot more challenge here, and I almost lost track of my player again. Shit, like, there's so much chaos going on around here, like, you can't really tell where your character is, like, that's kind of the fun part. But yeah, honestly, like, I know I already said it again, but I'll say it again. Freaking party mode is definitely, like, the one highlight of this game, I could say. Like, it's actually generally fun, I would say. Like, I honestly prefer playing this way more than playing the actual game, honestly. The actual game, in my opinion, is just kind of but this shit is actually, like, making me think that Brawlout is actually, like, very fun. And I accidentally emoted there, just to disregard that. Okay, I barely won that there. I got murdered by Juan. He hooked me in my face, but I managed to pull through that. Oh, it's this freaking this plague minigame again. Freaking drop a Molotov. Okay. Juan has it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this, honestly. No. Get over here. Get over here, Olaf. Come on, he's at 100. No! Ah, shit, yeah. That game was hard as hell to win, shit. I don't know how in the fudge I freaking won that last time. I got lucky. It's just so chaotic. Fuck, dude, like, shit. Like, I'm trying to dodge these bombs, but they keep knocking me into it and shit. Like, fuck. But anyway, to give, like, my thoughts on the game, honestly, I'm having fun right now, guys. Like, again, like, I'm having fun with this game mode. It's pretty good. Would I recommend this game to anyone who's kind of new to like this game, or just platform fighters? If you haven't already played Smash Brothers, no. I would definitely not. This game is, like, pretty bad, man. Like, it's not the worst game, but it's very disappointing if you actually, like, spend money on it, bruh. Only get this game if you want a game that, you know, is kind of bad, but you kind of just want to dick around with. Like, you kind of try and, like, have fun with it. But if you're trying to buy this game expecting it to be like some magnum opus of platform fighters like Smash Brothers and Brawl Hollow and shit, hell no. Like, definitely think you save it for like a different game on Steam or something. Honestly, a freaking Brawlout and Rivals collab would have gone hard as hell, honestly. Like, I would have liked to see that collab, or how that collab would have worked out. Seeing Paco inside of like Rivals of Eva or something. Alrighty, and I won. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, shit, they didn't even like go after me that time, so that's how I was able to win. Okay, and who won the most game modes? I did, haha. Suck it, eat my dick, guys. Like, you guys are trying way too hard to freaking take this crown off of this prince, but you're not touching it at all. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this type of video. Again, I just kind of wanted to just come back and see what Brawlout is, what the heck Brawlout was, and explain it to you guys and see if you guys knew about it. We're gonna end off here by just showing off the little title screen here of Paco punching the shit out of Olaf and then just killing him. That's kind of cool. I just wish that it had like a little bit of a sound effect towards it to intensify it, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts on this game in general, if it did have a potential to become like a good platform fighter, or if you did enjoy this game. But until then, peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video.